Are you a dinosaur yet? Subscribe to become one now. Hello all dinosaurs and welcome back to a brand new video, and today I'm super excited because we have the new 2020 Jurassic World toys to unbox and review, okay? I'm so excited for this. Control and Conquer Carnotaurus, new Callovosaurus, Ornitholestes, Dracorex, and this relatively older battle damaged Plesiosaurus which I found on eBay. I'm so excited, so let's get right into it. First, let's take a look at the Carnotaurus, alright? This is really awesome. Let me just adjust the camera for this beauty. So right over here we have the Control and Conquer Carnotaurus. Let's take a look at this box right over here. This is the new Primal Attack. Beautiful Primal Attack logo right at the bottom. And the background, you can see this fencing, which is really cool. As usual, orange and blue. Let's flip it over. Right at the back, you can see a beautiful illustration of the Carnotaurus in action. It has a audio symbol right here, which means it can roar. There's a button, alright, and you're supposed to hold on to the feet as you control the tail with extreme thrashing action. So this is really good. So right over here we have the Sarcosuchus and the Tarbosaurus, which I can't wait for them to arrive. Alright, so it's time for us to unbox this. So let's see. I think we just need a pair of scissors to release it. So I'm just gonna slit right in to cut this loose. Be really careful not to scratch the dinosaur. Alright, seems like we have to open this up with a box cutter. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've actually opened the box. So right now we just need to release the Carnotaurus from the box. We're just turning these knobs right here. Alright, we are left with one. Once this is released, the feet. Yep, right now both legs are released from the box. So excited about this new Carnotaurus. Alright, so here's the instruction manual. So let's take a look at this. How to play: you're supposed to hold on to one of the legs and operate the tail, which is very similar to the Thrash and Throw T-Rex, and use it to grab hold of a little dinosaur. Looks really good. Okay, let's take a look at this beautiful Carnotaurus, okay? Wow, it looks really good. We'll do a comparison with the other Carnotaurus. So let's take a look at the sculpt first. It's actually very similar to the previous Carnotaurus, but much bulkier. Alright, so as you guys can see, let's do a very quick comparison. This is much slimmer and smaller. Alright, side by side, you can see the Control and Conquer Carnotaurus is actually taller, slightly taller, slightly, in terms of the length, they are almost identical. In fact, the action attack Carnotaurus seems to be longer. If you take a look at this. Yeah, it's very similar, but in terms of height, this is taller and much bulkier, as you guys can see. Alright, so that's the Control and Conquer Carnotaurus for you. That's all for my review. I'm just kidding. Alright, let's get right into this. So in terms of the sculpt, it's very similar. Plenty of details. The paint work looks good. It is slightly lighter in color as compared to the older Carnotaurus. Alright, and the spots, the patterns are not as detailed as this, not as defined. It's slightly blurred, as you guys can see. Alright, so the neck can be moved. You can close the jaw. You can move the tiny little arms. You can rotate them. Looks so cute. Can you guys see the tiny little arms? The legs as usual. Nope. You can't really move them sideways as you guys can see, but you can actually move them up and down. The feet can be rotated. There's a code for you guys to scan later on. Alright. So this button triggers the jaw. Let's hold on to the feet. And just, if you rotate the tail, the neck will rotate as well. If you move it up and down, the neck will move up and down as well. So you can actually do this. Point it downwards. Press the button. Let's bring on a smaller dinosaur. Let's bring on a Dracorex. You can use it to bite the Dracorex like this. Grab it. Just twist it around. It's pretty cool, right? Let's try once more. Dracorex right over here. You bend it downwards. You grab it and just swing it around. That's pretty cool. I didn't operate it well enough, so let's try this again. Grab it. Throw it around. Okay, it isn't very tight, but you get the idea. So this is really nice. Love this. So let's try this again. You move it sideways. I mean, you can't move it sideways like this, but you can rotate the tail. Looks really good. So you can actually simulate it chomping down on a smaller dinosaur. That's really nice. This button triggers the jaw, so it's really good. Wow, I love this. This Carnotaurus looks amazing. Let's put this beside the action attack Carnotaurus. Alright, so let's move on to the next figures. Okay, next, let's review the new Dracorex. Alright, the new attack pack. As you guys can see, the packaging is slightly different from the previous version. And right at the back, you can see different dinosaurs from the series. You have the Ornitholestes, or do you pronounce it as Ornitholestes, Herrerasaurus, Callovosaurus, and Dracorex. So let's open this up. Okay, I think many of you guys are going to be angry with me on how I open this, but you know, I don't really keep the packages unless it's a huge one. Tech pack is actually very difficult for me to keep them in the packages. So this is the Dracorex. As you guys can see, this is a green variant. And let's do a comparison with the other two Dracorex. This is a brown one with articulation. This came along together with Owen and a vehicle. Alright, so this is actually a grayish blue version, and the Dino Rivals Dracorex, and here it's the new attack pack Dracorex. So similar, it has movement on the neck, the head. You can just rotate it, the arms as well, the legs, and the tail. So this is really good, nice, I like it. I actually like the green version the most right now because it's really vibrant, and if you take a look at the patterns, the stripes across the body, they look beautiful. We'll do a scan later on all together because I'm still charging my phone. Yeah. Next, let's take a look at the Callovosaurus. Similarly, it has a Jurassic World logo inside an enclosure, Owen and blue right over here, and the similar series of thumbnails behind. So let's open this. Let's open this up. Let's get this little paper out. I actually keep this. Keep all of them. And here's the new Callovosaurus. Looks beautiful. It looks like an iguanodon, so I am pretty sure, not very sure, I'm sure it's related to an iguanodon, because it really looks like one. Yep, and if you take a look at those fingers, it really looks like those of an iguanodon. The tail can be moved sideways, you can't rotate it. Alright, the arms can be moved, legs as well, neck can be moved, beautiful, looks really beautiful. And this sort of figures, this sort of dinosaur, they can stand really well, which is really important for me at least. Beautiful color scheme, dark blue as the base, some light blue stripes at the back, and some golden patterns across the body. Looks really good. Nicely painted for the eyes, love it. If you do a comparison, this is probably not as detailed as the Callovosaurus. You can see a very fine spot to detail the eye, so it looks really nice. Toe claws looks very well defined as well. This is a very nice sculpt, love it. Next, let's move on to the Ornitholestes, or rather Ornitholestes. Looks really nice. It looks like a velociraptor or a Compsognathus from the sculpt right over here. Looks really good. Okay. Let's get this out from the box. I don't have many facts about this dinosaur right now. So if you guys know the nickname of this dinosaur, do let me know. I know it's a very slim and fast dinosaur. Alright, so you guys can see, this looks amazing. I love the paint scheme, I love the sculpt. Beautiful patterns across the body. And the face is very nicely painted. Can you actually open a jaw for this? I think so. I can see like a joint right there. Wow, this is amazing. It's really small, but it's very well detailed. You can move the neck, you can move the jaw. This is nice. You can rotate the tail, which is also very nice. Yeah, very nicely painted. Too bad the full claws aren't painted, but this is the Tag Pack series, slightly cheaper than the rest, so they're trying to save some budget for this. Nice patterns, I love it. Plenty of details, very finely painted. Love this beautiful sculpt. And what is written right here, it says 2019 Mattel, but this is actually supposed to be released in January 2020, if not December 2019. So these few figures are really new. Let's move on to the battle damage Plesiosaurus, alright? So this is actually a rather or relatively older figure. Battle damage. Beautiful. This is actually very hard to find. It's really rare. I got this from eBay at a pretty high cost, but I want to collect every single figure out there, so I'm willing to pay like a slightly more expensive price to get this. Of course, this is not available in my country. So this is the Plesiosaurus. You can move the neck. You can move. There are 2 points of articulation right here. One is over here, and the other one here. And you can actually move the jaw as well. All the flippers can be rotated and moved up and down, which is really good. The tail can't be moved, it's slightly rubbery. So are the flippers. There is another Plesiosaurus which is equally rare, which is the Savage Stripe Plesiosaurus. I got this from way back, and let's do a comparison. Both are exact same sculpt. Of course, this is the battle damage, which comes with this dino damage wound right here. So you can just simulate 2 Plesiosaurus having a battle, and this just launch an attack on its body and cause a serious injury like this. Cool, really cool. So which color do you guys prefer? If you like vibrant colors, this one. I think you will like this one more, but both are equally nice. And if you ask me, I like this one more, I mean for now. Alright, so these are the new figures that we have reviewed. So right now it's time for us to actually scan the code right beneath the foot of the dinosaurs, okay? So let's get right into it. Okay, here's the app and we're waiting for it to load 100% right now. So you tap on scan button. So which one should we scan first? Of course, the control and concur Carnotaurus. This is a beauty, I love it. Alright, so let's place this right behind. It's not easy to scan all these codes. I mean, it's very hard to focus on it. So let's try our best. It's really difficult. As you guys can see, it's so tough to scan this. Maybe because of the background. So let's try this again. Got it. So to bring it really close. So that's the control and concur Carnotaurus. Carnotaurus 1 of 2. Alright, so it seems like I haven't scanned the other one. She has more fingers and smaller arms than the T-Rex. Yep, we know that. Let's tap on this. Okay. Carnotaurus has horns and a very muscular neck. And we know that as well. I'm going back to the scan to scan the action attack Carnotaurus. So let's try this. So right now we should have 2 different Carnotaurus scanned. Alright, so take a look. This is the other Carnotaurus. Oh, looks like there are 3 Carnotaurus. Wow, that's really amazing. Love it, because I love Carnotaurus. Alright, so right now let's scan Dracorex. Let's focus on this by tapping on it. It's taking some time to actually scan all this. Dracorex 1 of 1, a green version. So let's take a look at some facts about this. Dracorex is related to Pachycephalosaurus, but she does not have a dome on her head. She can headbutt others for dominance in the herd. That's nice. Next, let's scan the Callovosaurus. Alright. Oh dear, I didn't. Okay, it's okay, because you can actually look at all these dinosaurs with some AR view, from the AR view. So let's try to focus on this. It's so difficult to actually scan all this. I'm just moving it away from the cam. Okay guys, so this is really difficult. It's just not focusing. Alright, we can't do this. This is taking way too long. Yeah, it's so hard, but this is for you guys to scan. Just gonna place it right over here. Let's try this. Let's bring it closer. Yeah, it's not focusing. There's an issue with this app, so I think they need to fix that. But let's try this again. Yeah, it's always not focusing, so it's really hard for us to actually scan them. But if you go back to the collection, if you take a look at this, or if you press this button, you can actually view it from a AR perspective. So this is really nice. You can actually rotate the entire figure. So awesome. Yeah, so this is my collection. There are plenty of other dinosaurs which I have yet to scan, alright? But yep. So these are all the dinosaur figures, the new figures which I have reviewed. So which one is the most favorite? I think is definitely the Carnotaurus. If you take a look at the Carnotaurus, the eyes are actually nicer than the previous one. This one is just painted in black, but this one, it is really nice color differentiation. Yeah. So let me know down below which one is our most favorite figure. Is it the Ornitholestes, Callovosaurus, Dracorex, Plesiosaurus, or the Carnotaurus? Alright, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.